I will get into this cloud of negativity and couldn't go out.
You're not coming to compete there for a certain Ironman challenge or something
Exactly. It's
like
not
that.
like a need people that are with us, motivating us, saying how good you are,
Yeah.
how amazing of a human being you are.
So important that we need a support system around us.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, you guys. I hope December has started off well. So, our today's guest has been doing something really amazing in the community. I think it would be right for me to say that she's been empowering one soul at a time. So, today we will also be talking a little bit about mental health and fitness, how this can be a really important part of our daily lives. So, yeah, let's go and meet her.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great.
Thank you so much for coming onto the podcast, first of all.
Thank you. I feel so honored, really.
I have been wanting to talk to you about a lot of things. The first time when we met, we said that we are going to talk about so many things. But first of all, to start off, I want to know what Diana is all about.
All right. Well, Diana is a girl who likes to exercise a lot. So, yeah, I create this like love and maybe obsession for exercise, and that's what changed my life. So, yeah, I'm a very active person, and right now trying to empower all other human beings, and yeah, try to spread that thing that I think is so good for human lives.
Yes, I have noticed because I have known you for a little bit now, but I think in that little bit I've noticed that you have been pouring your heart out to the world,
Yeah.
and this has been a change within you, I feel. So, do you want to talk a little bit about what changed from within that you wanted to, start sharing with the world?
Well, it changed the way I felt about myself, about my life. I don't know if I told you before, but I used to suffer from depression, and like really, really strong one. And like I will get into this cloud of negativity and couldn't go out. Something really strange. Maybe so many people pass through those stages of very much darkness and like don't know what to do with their life. So yeah, I think my life changed so much for exercising and being active, mindfulness, meditating, yoga, and practicing all these things, little things that really, really enhance your life. And yeah, I think what I wanted is help people, like because in the times that I suffer from depression, we didn't have the tools that we have right now, the people that want to help. So I think it's a really good initiative to.
I know because I didn't want to touch upon the main bit because the empowerment retreat that you have started this journey, that is something amazing which I have noticed. So many powerful things happening within this retreat.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So, before we get into a lot of these things, so I want to just understand this is something that you have begun by yourself, or you have your friends or family supporting you behind this, or how did this begin, the whole empowerment retreat?
The empowerment retreats, or when I became a trainer?
You became a trainer, and how that converted into being,
Well, becoming a trainer was like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years, something like that. Just because I started running and doing exercises by myself, then I realized that I had something very beautiful, something very, it made me feel so strong, so powerful, and I just wanted to do it, to teach, because I hated my job as a hostess and I was tired of customer service
Yeah.
industry. I just wanted to do something that will like give me a purpose in life. And as I didn't have opportunity to go university, I say why not to take a course, become a certified
Wow.
fitness trainer, and then I studied for a year while I was doing the hostess job, and yeah, throughout that year, I practiced with my friends, teaching them with myself, learning. Then I became a trainer, a fitness trainer, and started teaching local women
Wow, that's
from the
amazing.
UAE.
So you said this all began 7 to 8 years ago.
Yeah,
So this started while you were here in the
in the
UAE.
UAE, yeah,
And how long have you been here?
10 years.
Wow. So I think Dubai is pretty much, I think for you because you live in Abu Dhabi, I think Abu Dhabi is pretty much home for you now.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi is my city. I love it. I feel like it's home now, and it's like the place that has gave me all this opportunity. The women there, like they have gave me this, I don't know, hope for women, unity, and how they can like let you know how amazing you are.
Yeah.
And
Supporting each other.
support and this appreciation
Yes.
for what you're doing for them.
Exactly.
It's something that make my purpose bigger.
I think that's
So,
so important that we need a support system around us
yeah,
that appreciates us, compliments
appreciation,
us,
yes.
because when we do something, automatically we are not expecting that back, but when somebody tells you, that wants you to make more of it, right? Like it
Yes.
wants you to wake up in the morning and do it more
Yeah, it
again.
feels your purpose. It feels you like you feel like wow, I've
Yes.
changed someone, or someone feels good because of me, or because I say this, or because I teach them this. So yeah, that's how I began like teaching local women practically, and throughout all these years I've been just teaching fitness, how to become healthy, how to start, how to exercise, and that's how I started.
That's really good.
Then after all these years as a fitness trainer, I realized, okay, yes, I know how to take care of my body. I know how to make my arms strong, my legs strong, how to grow my glutes, everything. But I felt that that was it. Like there was something for me that needs to happen for me to evolve, to not just teach them how to look or to feel healthy,
Yes.
but something beyond that,
Yes.
which is empowerment retreats. And
Yes.
what I wanted with empowerment retreats, it was like um, creating all these practices together that will also enhance people's mental
Yes.
health.
Yes.
Because what I realized throughout all this year is like nowadays the most important is that you take care also of your mental health.
Very true.
Because you can have the perfect body, you can be strong, you can lift as much weight as you want. But for me, I was in a point where I was lifting heavy, I was exercising, doing good, but I sometimes will come to my house and compare myself to other women in Instagram and say, why are not like this, why are not like that, and that gave me anxiety, and that creating more problems in my mind. And I see that a lot of women go through that, and men as well.
Yes.
I can imagine,
Yes.
but mostly women. So what is empowerment retreats for me is to help people focus on the positive side of things, and just appreciate life, and feel that they can empower their lives through ice baths, to breathing properly, to going hiking with a beautiful community of people, like minded individuals that will also give you this support that
Yeah.
you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like you are really lonely, alone,
Yeah.
but then you come and meet these amazing human beings where they just like become like family.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to create, and that's what I want this for empowerment retreats to go around the world if possible,
Yeah.
because I feel like people really need it right now.
Very true, because one thing I've noticed is, especially in the Middle East, or we being expats, what happens is we are far away from our family and we are far away from
Yeah.
our friends, right? When we are here and then we somehow get into a shell and we don't tend to open up And I
No.
think what you are doing is you are giving an opportunity for people to come and open themselves up to,
Yeah.
to love, to just knowing that somebody else, a stranger, can care for you. Because, that is very
Exactly.
important for us in our day-to-day life.
It's
We just need to meet
crazy.
somebody and somebody just telling us that, you are okay, you are looking good, or, you are fine. That makes such a big difference to us.
Yeah.
And if we talk about, for example, you just had a retreat, I think, during the long
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
And I saw the amount of love, the amount of faith
So
that
beautiful.
was there present. And this is me from the outside looking on
Yeah,
the
you were not
videos,
there.
and I could feel that. So if you can tell us a little bit, because I think it's going to be very important for the viewers also to understand what goes on there for those 2 days, so that it
Yeah.
gives a picture for people to be a part of this, because
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people want to be part of this. So if you can just tell a little bit of what goes on within those couple of days
Okay.
on a day-to-day activity, so that we get a more information.
Yeah, okay. So, well, people come there with zero expectations. That's what I realized. For what they say at the end, we always do like a closing circle and what you take from here, how you feel, whatever. And what I noticed that people repeat a lot is like, I came here with zero expectations, because you go there for a 2 days retreat, which is normally a little time. So you will say, okay, in 2 days, what can I get in 2 days?
Yeah.
Practically nothing.
Yeah.
Normally retreats are 7 days,
Yeah.
2 weeks. But in these 2 days, I notice how people first, they are super disconnected of their phones.
Yeah.
Why? Because we create this whole itinerary where we engage in different practices. So you're like, you have no time,
Yeah.
first of all, and where you have time, you're chilling and you are communicating with other people, like-minded individuals. So
Nice.
you're having these beautiful conversations, deep about life, about you opening up as well. So what we're doing, like, we follow this schedule of wellness.
Yes.
So we take you through on the first day through a very hard, not hard, like, but very intense workout.
Okay.
Of course, people can always like
Do it in their
change it.
own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like you go there and you're gonna die. No.
Yes.
But yeah, we create this energy inside people. Like in the workout, I don't know if you saw the videos. People are like,
Yes.
the music and
Enjoying
just like
it.
enjoying
Yeah.
that celebration of having 2 legs, 2 arms, that
Yes.
just like being able to move your body. That's what we want to teach these people. Like,
Yes.
some people are not exercising every day.
Yeah.
So just teaching them how appreciation of their bodies and the celebration, and it's something amazing. At the end, we just play a song and we sing together, and it's so like energy.
Yeah.
Energy goes up.
Yeah.
And then by the night, we have this Nasib. He plays these whole instruments, which are like calming down your
Wow,
nervous
okay.
system. So
Okay.
to go to bed early,
Okay.
and it's kind of very therapeutic.
Yes.
So people really go into deep state of relaxation, in so beautiful, with the outdoor, with the stars, everything. Then the next morning is like, our idea is like to show a healthy routine.
Yeah.
So you wake up by the sunrise, you meditate, you do yoga.
Yeah.
That's how a perfect routine looks for
Yeah.
me, like waking up not by the phone,
Yeah.
but by meditating, grounding, slowing down, slow mornings. And then we go into these hikes around the mountains, a lot of activity, a lot
Yeah.
of communication with the other individuals.
Yes.
And then we have breath work, which is one of my favorite parts of the retreat, because nowadays, if you notice, like, we don't breathe properly. We just go in this rush life, go in this work. Everything is just very fast.
Yes.
And we barely breathe. And breath work is really, really powerful. How can it slow your nervous system down, can make you feel super connected with your heartbeat.
Yeah.
So people love it as well. And like breath work also opens a lot your heart, and that's why people start showing more their emotions,
Yeah.
because finally you open that blockage that you have
Yes.
there. And then the ice bath,
Yeah.
which is something very challenging for so many people because they
Yeah.
haven't done it, never. Most of the people who are
Yeah.
there, they haven't done an ice bath. And this is really like the resilience
Yeah.
of just letting go of those fears, of those emotions that,
Yeah.
you know,
You're holding back.
you're holding those emotions inside, you're fighting them. Just when you let go, everything just flows, you calm down, you can deal with certain situations
Yes.
in life. And people cry and people just
Yeah.
show their emotions. It's something really special.
It's like, I think, a complete experience of the body, mind,
And
and
soul.
soul. Like, this is not that you are getting one part of it. This sounds like you're getting this whole
Yeah.
experience. You come like a old person with your baggage, and then you leave as a new person with a
Exactly.
new kind of an excitement to live life.
Yes, it's like you never expect that those 2 days are gonna do so much for you. But yeah,
Because, like you said, usually retreats are 7 days, 10 days. But putting so many things in
at this,
that 2 days is
it's
amazing.
powerful.
It's very powerful.
Yeah, even for me, like even so, like I was coming to the retreat a little bit stressed because I'm also living this. I'm not saying that I'm a guru or my life is perfect. No, I also, my life is very fast. I also live this UAE life, is city life, and a lot of things happening, a lot of social media, a lot of news right now, whatever is happening in the world, that is
Yeah.
very sad.
Yeah.
So I, I also was coming there with this maybe a little bit of baggage, and
Yeah.
even that I'm not doing all the practices, because I'm coaching most of the time,
Yes.
but just the connection
Yeah.
with the nature, with the people, hearing their stories,
Yeah.
and just being there without phones,
Yeah.
it's just like so
Yeah.
so life changing,
Yes.
life
I
changing
can
right there.
imagine. And also, all I've heard about, the retreat, maybe one important question to ask is, do you need to be a fitness person to be part of this retreat, or can a common man, for
Of
example,
course.
somebody who hasn't ever gone to a gym or who hasn't experienced impact kind of fitness, will they also be able to enjoy the 2 days retreat the same way?
Definitely.
That's amazing.
It's even better. Like for me, sometimes beginners are even better because those are the people that I want to teach as well, you know?
Yeah.
Because those are the people who take the knowledge so
Yeah.
much like a new student,
Yeah.
like I want to learn
Yeah.
something new. It's something that will change their lives. So for me, those people are
Yeah.
treasures,
Yeah.
because like changing the way they're living,
Yeah.
not changing the way they're living, but just showing them a way to enhance their life
Yeah.
is more magical, even more rewarding for me.
Yeah, that's really good, because I wanted to ask you this question because I'm sure a lot of people think that certain things are not
Not
for
for them.
everybody. Yeah, so when I look at or I have conversations with people saying, listen, there is like a certain activity happening, and the first answer they'll say, I've never done it before. I'm not like a fit person, or I'm not, so I
Yes,
might not be able to do it. But then if you don't try, you don't know,
you don't
right?
know.
So that's very important, I think, where people need to understand that only if you try it, you will then know it. Don't assume that,
Yeah.
this is only for the fit people, because this is not. Because, this
No,
could be
this
for
is not a
everyone.
competition.
Exactly. You're not coming to compete there for a certain Ironman challenge or something
Exactly. It's
like
not
that.
like that's perfect example. It's not like a Ironman challenge or any of those CrossFit
Yes.
things. No, it's just like empowering your whole life through practices that will show you that you don't gonna like feel that is so so heavy for you. You know, people can deal with anything of
Yeah,
this.
that's why I think you call it a wellness retreat, because
Yes.
that exactly is, what is going on there.
Yeah, wellness, all about wellness.
I think we talked about the empowerment and, all that people can expect out of this. Also, I have a feeling that all of this began due to a reason, and you touched a little bit about, depression and mental difficulties that you faced. Would you
Yeah.
want to talk a little bit about,
Yeah, sure. Yes, well, I suffer from depression, and I feel like also I had a person who was very special for me, and it was my father, and he committed suicide. He had very chronic depression, and I feel like this is a really strong subject, like not only depression but anxiety and sadness, and
Yeah.
going into that darkness, you
Yes.
know. And people nowadays, like, they go deep down into that darkness,
Yeah.
and it's very sad, you know. Like, for me now, I look at myself and I say, like, wow, I can be happy, I can do things,
Yeah.
I can exercise, and just change the whole episode, you
Yes.
know, and change my life. Because what I was facing before, it was like, I'm a poor victim, I'm the poor little girl who go through all these situations in life, and my life is hard and my life is
Yeah.
difficult. But if I continue doing that without taking a step to change it,
Yes.
how can I even move forward? But in those times, we didn't have this.
Conversations.
We didn't have people
Yeah.
who wanted to help us, unless it was for money.
Yes.
Which was the
Yes,
therapist.
therapist, correct.
So right now, like, we can spread the message through social media,
Yes.
through these talks,
Yes.
to experience, to
Yeah.
just telling the story. And yeah, like, all these practices, meditation, yoga, exercise, being active, having a community,
Yes.
a community that inspires you, that motivates you, that doesn't let you down,
Yes.
is so important. And I was in one moment, okay, Joe, I found myself as a personal trainer. I'm strong, I'm fit, I take care of my health, my body, but I was missing something, and it was community.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very introvert person. I was, maybe now I'm not, but because I think, because I was a only child, and the way I grew up and everything, I became like,
Alone to
yeah,
yourself.
alone to
Yeah.
myself, and that also affects
Yeah.
my mental health.
Yes.
And I didn't realize this until I met this beautiful community in Dubai, which are these people, we call it training club, and we are like a community that do exercises everywhere together. And then I didn't realize how much I needed those human beings in my life.
Yeah.
Because for the same reason that my family is not so big or not so close to me,
Yeah.
I feel like we need it.
Yes.
We need people that are with us, motivating us, saying how good you are, how
Yeah.
amazing of a human being you are, and just showing you that unconditional love that
Yes.
you don't have here, especially in this country, because we are all foreigners.
Yes.
And we don't have our families, we don't
Yes.
have our brothers, sisters, nobody here.
Yes.
So even though I was exercising, I was healthy, everything, there was some times where I would feel like really going back to those stages of
Yes.
my life and just going inwards, and that's not good.
Yes. I think you should always move forward rather than go back
Yeah.
a step into darkness, wherein, there sometimes you are not even seen, because sometimes asking for help is more important rather than not, because then nobody knows also what you're
What
going
you're going
through,
through.
right? Like, because now when you tell me that, these were the things I went through in the past. When I met you the first time, I would maybe think you're the happiest girl, you're the most talkative girl, and everything. That's my impression. I would
Yeah.
not know about these things
Yes.
until you would have told me about it. But now, that's so important, that you get to know a history of a person and why the person is now this.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think people don't do that. They usually just tend to be on their own,
Yes.
and then one day it becomes a little too much, and that's when I think a drastic decision like
Yeah.
a suicide or something of
Or
that.
just they hurt themselves in
Ex-
many other ways.
yes, alcoholism or
Alcoholism.
drugs or
Exactly.
anything of that sort, which we wouldn't have done if we had the right set of
Yeah.
people keeping us in a check, by just saying
Exactly.
that, listen, if you need something, I'm here.
Exactly.
And
Just that.
exactly, you don't even need to call them or talk to them every day, but then you know that there is somebody
Yeah.
who would maybe help you when you need it, and that automatically makes you feel better that
Yeah.
somebody has checked on you.
Also, one of the things is, well, stepping out of depression.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the parts, but also achieving goals in life. I think when you are surrounded with the proper people,
Yes.
it's really important because, for example, for my fitness journey, if like before I used to be surrounded with people who drink alcohol, and the whole thing is was on weekends going on a brunch,
Yeah.
and that's it. But
Yeah.
that wasn't like it wasn't in sign with my goals, my fitness goals, what I wanted to show to the world, you know.
Yes.
So I will go to these branches and I will say like, what am I doing here? You know,
Yeah.
like, why am I wasting my weekend
Yes.
where I can be doing something so amazing,
Yes.
meeting people, doing exercises? Well, maybe in those times I wasn't thinking like that,
Yeah.
but now that I do that in my life,
Yeah.
I realize maybe I was wasting time. And that's what most of the people sometimes nowadays do.
Yeah.
They want to achieve these huge goals, this life, they want to live this life, they want to be healthy, or they want to just have a healthy family, but they are in an environment that is not helping.
Yeah.
So you, in order for that to happen, to achieve your goals, and I think you need to step out
Yeah.
of those places
Yeah.
and just go into direction that you want,
Yeah.
and be surrounded by people who are better, doing better than you, or are on the same level, but that definitely are going in the same direction.
Yes,
You
I
know?
think that's very, very, very important because, recently I was just having this discussion about, how you need to have better people than you in your life that you
So
can
good.
look up to. Because, if you are looking up to somebody that's better than you, bigger than you want to achieve something that they have done, and then you might be motivated more to do it
Exactly.
rather than be with either somebody who is without a goal or without an objective. Maybe that's good for them, it's not a bad
Yeah,
thing,
it's
but
not
then
a
if
bad
that's
thing.
not your kind of approach, then it's going to slowly make you also like them, and you suddenly lose all your goals and say, okay, this is my life, I'm just going to sit and do nothing, and you become
Exactly.
like that.
Comfortable.
Exactly. So it's
Yes.
very key to choose who you're spending your
So
time
key.
with so that they take you forward to becoming a better
Your
person.
best version.
Yes.
For example, like if you are with somebody who is constantly complaining
Yeah.
about their body, but they're not doing anything about it, or just like, those little things that you don't realize how much affect you,
Yeah.
because you become your environment.
Yeah.
So if I am in my environment of people who are eating junk food all the weekend,
Yeah.
that's all we do,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's hard to, but yeah, we are humans and we are just very influenced
Yeah.
by everything.
Easily. Easily
Easily,
influenced. Yeah.
yes. So yeah, this community empowerment it's literally for that, to
Yeah.
empower other human beings to do the best that I think is for our lives. You know, that's, I mean, for me, I say like exercising, moving your body, positive thoughts, meditation, all of that is what took me out of my black hole.
Yes.
I think that would have saved my father as well.
Yeah.
But in those times we didn't have it.
Yeah.
So right now we have this power to create something amazing that will really help
Which is
people.
beautiful. You
Yeah.
know, I'm so happy that you are doing this retreat.
Yeah.
And so we talked about how this started. I'm also interested to know, so the year is almost ending now and the new year is almost upon us. So what do you have in plans for this to go to the next stage? I know that you guys are soon also going international. You will be traveling to Sri Lanka
Yes.
soon for the retreat, which is amazing.
Our first retreat outside, yeah.
So, what are your plans that you have wished or thought that you want this retreat to take a direction to a higher level?
Firstly, we want to give the opportunity as well to other coaches to 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 like show other, like our people in empowerment retreats, what they can give to others. So we also want to highlight those people to help them be part of the community and grow as a community, you know, of empowerment retreats. I think kind of like a membership where you are in this thing that you can just anytime sign up for a retreat.
Yeah.
That will help you every time, because
Yeah.
I feel like retreats are needed every now and then.
Yeah.
Not like become like a normal thing,
Yeah.
no, but I think if you are going to spend in a trip, I think it's good to just spend in yourself in something that will really give you something.
Yes.
So what we want is like go, of course, start in another countries,
Yeah.
doing longer retreats.
Yes.
With more like more focus
Activities and more.
on some subject. Like, for example, one retreat can be just about empowering your fitness. Another one like different subjects.
Yes.
You know, like when you can deepen into one thing.
Yeah.
And improve in that.
Yeah, so people can choose if they want
Whatever
a
they
mental
need,
retreat or a
yes,
physical
yes,
retreat, or you know, so
exactly.
they choose what their requirement is, and based on that, they sign up and say, okay, this is
Yeah.
for me, so maybe I should participate in this retreat.
Yeah, but basically, what mostly we looking forward is to grow a community of empowerment human beings.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's so amazing.
It's like this positive impact, especially I think in this region.
Yeah,
No, in all the world we need it, but
very true.
like we are here and we see a lot of people like
Alone.
really into their
Yeah.
own world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just let them know that we are here and we can support them anytime and help them become better.
And you know, Diana, I want to say you're doing something amazing. This is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Because this is what the world needs, and you are giving that to them. So many of the people who have been part of your retreat must already have experienced it and thanked you.
Yes.
So I'm happy with what you're doing.
Thank
And
you.
I know only the best is going to be coming your way, because that's what you deserve.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for bringing me here and letting me like express this story that maybe some people want to know.
Yes, that's the most important bit, you know, because we don't know who needs what.
Yeah,
And
you never know.
You never know. And when you, I think, when people know there is a platform that you are providing them to come and, you know, get something that is eating them from inside through
Yeah.
this, you know, retreat, that itself is a win for us, because, you know, that's what we are trying to do, right?
Yeah, change the world
Change the world.
for a positive thing.
Very true.
We have enough bad
I know.
done.
Yeah. We need the good times to roll now.
Yeah, definitely, like, no more bad times.
Yeah.
Like, at least we cannot change the whole world, but if we help one person,
Yes.
2 person, 3 person is enough, and that's the most rewarding thing for me as a coach or
Yes.
personal training,
I
meditation
totally
coach.
agree. I think you will be reaching out to many, many, many more people.
Yes, hopefully.
It is because I think I will definitely be talking to you maybe in another 6 months, or that
Yes,
is when
imagine.
I will be knowing all that has happened within that time, because I am excited for you.
Thank you.
And
You have to come to the retreat.
yes, I have to, because I have experienced this from the outside. I
No,
would
you would love
love to
it.
experience it from the inside,
It's too
being
much
part of it.
energy going on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
It was
Diana.
amazing.
I'll talk to you soon then.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.